Leo, now welcome to your Intimate Tarot reading. I hope you are well. I hope you are fabulous. If Intimate Tarot, specifically sexual energy, is of not of use to you or of interest to you, your career tarot is out today as well. And for those of you who are new and you'd like to know why I read sexual energy, it's nice and neatly outlined in the description box. For those of you who've been around the channel and you know what's up, welcome back. Yes, so nice to bring these back, yeah? I try to rotate these at least every 3 months, but I'm starting to think about doing 2 months, you know? It's just nice to switch up the energy. It is so nice to switch up the energy. Okay, show me what I need to see, please. Show me what I need to see, please, for that Leo sexual energy. What's going on? Show me that Leo sexual energy, please. Of course, this is the Tarot deck of sexual magic. Love it. Show me that past, please. Show me that recent past for Leo sexual energy, please. The Lovers. Oh, my. Ooh. Well, we just getting straight out the gate with your energy today. I like it. Strong connection, thus strong sexual energy here between you and somebody. Oh my. Well, that's tasty. Straight out the gate. Boom. Card 1. Leo energy, sexual energy, lovers. Shall we stop? So, the Lovers, if it's been a minute, I can't remember the last time I have defined this for you. I was looking for the word. I literally blanked on the word. Oh, Christina, we ain't that recovered from the flu. Oh, honey. Oh, yeah. We had some strong summer flu. No, it wasn't the COVID. Trust me, I would tell you. But no, it wasn't. It was strong summer flu. My doctor reminded me I get it every year, and for some reason I forget. But this year it was really strong. Anyway, the Lovers. So that is a multi-layered bonding system, which means it's complex, which means we have to earn it. It's probably the closest I will ever recognize to the so-called twin flame journey. I don't know that I necessarily believe in that. Why would I? I have the Lovers. That's already fussy as it is. Okay? But that multi-layered bonding system consists of the spiritual connection, the mental connection, the emotional connection, as well as the sexual connection. Hence, very strong connection means very strong sexual energy. Okay? Like I said, card 1, sexual energy. Pretty strong. Show me that current, please. Show me that current sexual energy, please, for Leo. Now, this was in the recent past or past, but we shall see. Show me that current sexual energy, please. That's a very strong bond you have with someone. Show me that current sexual energy, please. Show me that current sexual energy, please, for Leo. Show me that current sexual energy, please, for Leo. Could literally be Geminis, too. You know. If we take it off that particular grid, it could literally be Gemini. Doesn't have to be. That's you. Oh, my. That's your natural state of grace energy. Very impressive. Taurus pulled their king, too, on their current sexual energy. They just pulled the king once. That's you. Very passionate. Very embracing of your passion. The obligation of the King and Queen of Wands is to recognize their passion and how it contributes to their life, both for the good as well as the not so good. Okay, all signs have pros and cons. All energy has pros and cons. All elemental energy has pros and cons. Your sexual energy being completely embracing in and of itself. In other words, you don't shy away from you. You know who you are as a sexual being, and that's beautiful. That's always a good thing. You're fiery and creative where it counts in your sexual energy. And it's accounted for. You are you. It's beautiful. It's more than just being passionate. It's you being in touch with your sexual energy, knowing who you are, knowing what it's about, and how it contributes to your relationships. In other words, maturity. Understanding our sexual energy, where it's going and why, and to who, and how it contributes to that relationship or it doesn't. That's what maturity is. It's not just about what it is you're bringing, but knowing what you can bring. How it's experienced, how it's received. Is it appreciated? Is it balanced? Your sexual energy is beautiful. So in the past, so it is now. It's on point. Oh, I can't wait to clarify. Maybe I should just stop here. What's crossing? What's crossing your energy? I don't want to go any further, Leo. I don't. It's beautiful. Your sexual energy is it's gorgeous. There's a flow to it. There's an ease to it. understanding of thyself and the sexual energy and what you can bring. Okay, absolutely beautiful. You're not shy with your body. More so, it's not just about being shy with your body, but who to give it to appropriately. Who can evoke in you those natural sexual energies, okay? Who can evoke with you that sense of level of comfort that makes Leo feel like Leo? Again, that's part of the maturity. You don't just go putting that energy out to anyone, just anyone, do you? No. Who do you connect with that really evokes that from you naturally, easily, without having to wish for it? It just exists organically, the way it should. Okay, your natural, organic, sexual energy. Who pulls that from you? You don't have to force yourself into it. You don't have to contrive it. You don't have to talk yourself into it or cajole or be controlled. It just happens naturally. That's the best kind of sexual energy, okay? Now, I got a 3 of Swords crossing you. You're in pain. Your sexual energy's here, and it's beautiful, but you're in pain. Okay, 3 of Swords. Who is surrounding? But you're in pain. You know who you are. You know how you like to be embraced in your fire. You know how you like to receive. You know like to give. But there's pain crossing you. Who is surrounding Leo, please? Who is surrounding Leo, please? Who is surrounding Leo? Who is surrounding Leo, please? The Knight of Swords. A little perfunctory, but someone who takes action or likes to take action. They tend to have swift movement, swift communication. Sometimes they can be a little commanding, a little short with their words. Sometimes they can rush in with that sexual energy, okay? They don't fail to take action. What's their sexual energy like towards Leo, please? Knight of Swords. Could be, again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Does not have to be. What's their sexual energy like? What is their sexual energy like towards Leo, please? What is their sexual energy like towards Leo, please? 2 of Cups. It's loving. They try to keep it balanced. Sometimes they rush in. Sometimes their sexual energy is a little perfunctory. Okay, they kind of get in there, get the job done. So, it's not exactly your approach. It's not you like a little warm up, honey. You like a little romance. I don't give a shit if you have a penis or a vagina. I'm looking at a Leo, thus marked with the King of Wands energy, that suggests the warmth, the embracing. Men can have those energies too. Yes, men, I know this is mind-blowing, but men can like to be cuddled too. Okay, they like the warm up too. Okay, they like the make out too. So that's the Leo's energy I'm looking at that says, I need the warmth, I need the sun, I need the romance. I need to know that you have those little affections for me, those little words whispered in my ear, those little touches, those little looks. Okay, that's all that lovely fire energy that for Leo means a lot. The affection piece means a lot to you. All that good. You need the warmth, honey. You need the warm up. And so somebody's energy here, it is like, okay, Leo's, okay, here we go. All right, it's Tuesday night. It's Tuesday night. It's Tuesday night. There I go, rushing in, right? I gotta take care of business. And there's like, I would like a little bit more than that take care of business approach. I would like the strokes, please. I would like the affection. I would like those little sweet nothings. I'd like to be romanced. I'd like to be a little warmed up. You know what I mean? So that's very much your Leo energy, sexually speaking. That's where you feel the most comfortable. So how far that 3 of Swords runs for you, I don't know. But I can kind of see how you might be reacting to this person's energy. They are showing you a 2 of Cups love energy. I love you, you love me. Knight of Swords. Taking care of business. It's Tuesday night. You know what I'm saying? It kind of comes across a little succinct, a little calendarish, little calendary. Oh, it's that night, it's our night, or it's our date night, or it's just that night you and I have agreed on that, you know, it's our once a week sexy time. It's kind of coming across like that. I will clarify, see how deeply that goes. I'm more impressed with your energy and how comfortable it is with itself and what it is that it needs, and it's specifically what it is that you would like to experience, I believe, more of. Okay, those sweet nothings, those gestures, those glances, those little touches, those looks that you can reach across. That even when they're sitting across from you, let's say you two are having a drink, and you have that look between you two. It's just shared. It's just felt and understood and shared between you two. Leo loves that energy. That's just kind of where you thrive. You know, it shows like, oh, well, this person appreciates my energy, you know? And they give it back to me. So this person can be a little Knight of Swordsy with their sexual energy, a little rushing in. I got a job to do and I'm going to do it. Okay, I hope that doesn't go too far, but yeah, they can get a little more, okay, Leo's interested, it's time for sex. I'm going to get in there and we're going to take care of it. Okay? I hope it's not like that, because they are showing me their sexual energy towards you is love-based. Two of Cups. I love Leo. Leo loves me. I'm going to get in there and take care of business. Okay? Something like that. We'll see. Show me Leo's sexual strengths, please. Show me Leo's sexual strengths, please. Show me Leo's sexual strengths, please. The Emperor. Well, I know you know what you like, honey. That's obvious. I know you know what you like. And I also know you have a strong appreciation for taking care of business. Okay? The Emperor is about meeting people's needs. Looking at a Leo today, you kind of take pride in meeting the other person's needs, sexually speaking. There's things you're quite firm on. Sometimes you even like to take control in that way. Alright? But for the most part, I'm seeing a great deal of pride in you. You might have some Aries in your chart that suggests, I know how to take care of business. I know it. I know how to meet your needs. I know. I am Emperor. I know how to take care of shit. Oh, I bet you do. Very masculine energy today. Which is to not say you have to be a male Leo. That's not what I mean. You can have masculine energy and have a vagina. I know, these are strange concepts. But if you practice tarot, you already know this. The masculine and feminine energies. That's why we say sex relevant tarot, because essentially it is. It's about the energies. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm looking at a very affectionate, very warm, very loving Leo who takes pride in knowing how to meet the needs of other people. You also know how to control your sexual energy. The Emperor, again, is very much in control, so you find that to be a strength as well. Okay? Knowing how to control your sexual energy, when to let it out and when to let it stay put. How to move, when not to move. You know what I mean? You keep control of yourself, you keep yourself in command in terms of your sexual energy, but also, therefore, you know, or you feel with some level or measure of confidence that you know how to fulfill the needs of your person. So it's working both ways. You know when to let it out, when so with confidence, and you also know how to retract it with confidence. In other words, you don't allow your sexual energy to dictate you. There you go. All right. Obstacles, please. Obstacles, please, in this connection. Show me the obstacles, please, in this connection. Nope. Show me the obstacles, please, in this connection. Show me those obstacles, please, in this connection. Six of Pentacles, that balance. Doesn't feel fair, does it? Yeah, I can kind of see that. I don't know how deep it goes, but it's enough that it's showing up in the reading. Okay. That kind of, is it fair though? Is the sexual energy between us fair? Because I'm bringing my A game in terms of my sexual energy, which is a lot. Doesn't feel fair. Strength-wise, I know how to meet this person's needs, but sometimes it feels like they approach me sexually in terms of a rush job. Like, let's just get in there and get it over with. It comes from a loving place, don't get me wrong, Two of Cups. But sometimes, yeah, it feels a little too fast. I mean, non-appreciative. You know what I mean? So that Six of Pentacles then would make sense in the obstacles. It doesn't feel fair, or it's just enough give and take, energetically speaking, that they kind of squeak by. I need to see how deep this goes. I know it's there. It's enough to causes you pain in your heart with the Three of Swords literally crossing your energy. Show me the future of this connection, please. Have we had a discussion about this? Show me the future, please. Show me the future, please. Show me the future, please. Show me the future, please, of this connection. Show me the future, please, of this connection. Two of Wands, there's that discussion that I saw in the underlying. Are we going to have a talk about warmth, happiness, opening up, Okay, that sexuality is meant to be sensual as well as an intimate bonding practice. It is intimacy. And this is how, when we're in a relationship, and I am looking at a Leo who's in a relationship, it's meant to make us feel more secure and more bonded to our person, not less. So, are we going to open up and have a discussion about this? This could also represent a decision. Okay? We shall see. I want to know, show me this, we're opening up with the Lovers, please. Which one? Okay. Show me the Lovers, please. Show me the Lovers, please. Show me the Lovers in the recent past. That sexual energy. Ace of Swords, it was strong. Goodness me. It was a strong truth. Sometimes it went cold. That's the truth of it. And it's with the Six of Cups. Someone we've known a very long time. Sometimes it goes cold. But that doesn't make the bond any less real. Anything else, please? Double Capricorn energy. But we stuck by it, insisting that this is ours. Sometimes it goes cold. We have Gemini energy here as well as Capricorn in the opening. That's really strong. For some of you, take the connection out of the equation. For some of you, those are those literal signs that we're dealing with today. But the idea is that this person's energy is mine, and I want to continue to keep it at all costs. Okay? Even though, yes, it can sometimes get cold, and that strong bond, we can't always feel it. Okay? But there's a strong sense of, those are my cups, though. This is my person. Their sexual energy is mine. Let's be careful with that. That emotional energy is mine. We are imprinted on each other. Okay? It's a strong truth. And sometimes that sword can get really cold. Okay, we don't always feel the strength of our sexual energy, but by God, they're mine. That's my energy I'm working with, I know. They either feel that way about you, you with them, but most likely it's to both of you to some extent. Like, it's really strong. It's a very strong understanding. It's even slightly possessive. That's my cups, that's my sexual energy. I know what I'm working with. Okay, it's not always the smoothest. It's not always the warmest, but it is mine. Okay. And you being fixed fire, and all the fixed signs tend to be a little bit more on the side of, I identify that person and their energy as mine. Fixed can be a little like that. It can be a little possessive. It's not just Scorpios. It's Leo. It's Aquarius. It's Taurus. That fixed says, it's very important to me that I identify you as my person. And you have strongly identified someone here as, that's my person. Their sexual energy I'm very attached to and very emotionally attached to. And sometimes it can get cold. And sometimes it may not always be smooth. But it's mine. And I'm not giving that up anytime soon. Okay? Alright, show me this King of Wands, please. Show me that King of Wands, please. We've strongly identified as someone's sexual and emotional energy as being ours. It's mine. Okay, show me that King of Wands, please. Your current sexual energy. Show me that King of Wands, please. Queen of Cups, you have so much love in you that is balanced. Your Queen of Cups, your King of... Your sexual energy literally comes from your loving energy. Which again, this is why I read sexual tarot. Intimate energy. This is why. Proof positive. To show people how their sexual energy ties into their love life. And in Leo, that's exactly what I'm seeing. Take the other person out of the equation. You yourself are packing a King of Wands to the Queen of Cups. Literally your most affectionate self, your most loving self, your most sexual self is tied to your heart space the way it should be. Okay? Through your sexual energy, you literally feel love. Through love, you feel your sexual energy. They are one and the same to you. One is not had without the other. Not the Leo I'm looking at today. You never feel your most comfortable too. There's this very strong idea of the Leo I'm looking at. You have to be comfortable to express your sexual energy, and that's through love. Okay? one is not forsaken for the other. They have to be in place for you to feel optimal in your sexual energy. Your most comfortable sexual self has to be tied here. In order for you to be warm and embracing and loving to someone, there must indeed be love. For you to flourish within the context of your sexual energy. Okay? I don't need to go further. That's a beautiful combination. Show me that Three of Swords, please. Basically, I'm seeing where your sexual energy is the most comfortable. And the Leo I'm looking at says it's most comfortable when I'm in love. Yes. That's absolutely true. Show me that Three of Swords crossing you. Show me the pain. Show me the pain. And you can't always feel that because you have some pain in your heart. Show me this Three of Swords, please, for Leo. Show me that Three of Swords, please, for Leo. Show me that Three of Swords, please, for Leo. The Sun, that's you. But despite the pain, you still have a very sunny disposition. You still know who you are. You still know what you're about. And there's Five of Cups. There's pain there. Sadness, regret. It's kind of like you have partial sunshine. You know? This is basic math here. So Five of Cups from the Sun. It's like your sexual energy often has cloudy days. You can't always feel the strength of your sun. That's where the pain comes from, particularly as it relates to your sexual energy. Which means if the love is off, your passion is off. If your passion is off, your love is off. Like I said, it's a cloudy day. There's something about your sexual energy that often feels like it's rejected by your partner. In other words, it's not as smooth as you would like it to be. Okay. You have a lot of strength of sun in you that's such naturally warm. I keep getting that warm, affectionate, warm, affectionate, warm, affectionate. And those little things for you add up, it looks like. Just in talk, conversation, long looks, reminiscence. Just being in that moment with your person, where they're not busy or their energy is not somewhere else. I mean, just those private moments you have with your person, they add up a lot for you. And no, the sexual energy is not smooth. That's what's causing the pain in your heart. There's times you can feel the warmth. There's times you can't, which means both your love and your fire are affected simultaneously. If your sexual energy is rejected, it feels like your love is too. Three of Swords, classically, is rejection, or fear of rejection. But this time isn't fear of rejection, this is actual rejection. It's not unnecessary. It's not just Leo being, oh, worried about they're going to reject my sexual advances. No, it's already here. It's not without merit. Okay, this isn't you just fucking around in your head, screwing up a connection. This is real. If I thought you were just screwing up your connections because of doubts and insecurities, I would have seen other things. So, this is real rejection of your sexual energy. How often it happens, I don't know. But it's often enough that it hurts you. Like I said, the sun's out, but there's a lot of clouds. And when someone rejects your emotional energy, your passion for them slacks off. When someone rejects your passion, your feelings for them kind of slack off. Okay, it's not completely out, it's not completely absent. And you can remember distinctly when you understood this person's energy to be unequivocally yours. You could claim their sexual energy and you could claim their emotional energy without any problems. In fact, it was very much, that's mine. Mine, 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 mine. Something like that. What is it, like the seagulls in Finding Nemo? Mine? Like that? You know. But yeah, sometimes it went cold. Yeah, absolutely. But there was still a fundamental understanding that you two were each other's. And only each other's. Okay, show me this Knight of Swords, please. Those little things add up. And hopefully you can get to that point where you can talk to your person about exactly that. Okay? How to make the intimacy between you exactly that, more intimate. Those things that you need to show that you are loved and appreciated. Okay? And not just, well, I can pencil you in, or Tuesday night's our night, Leo. You know that. You know? A little more spontaneity. a little bit more endearing things, those little touches, those little looks, those things that just add up and, well, frankly, make the determination between a warm sexual experience and a perfunctory one. One that we feel obligated to do and one that we want to do, right? You want to feel wanted. That's all your energy is telling me. You want to feel wanted by your person. You know? Not just take action towards you, but to actually want you, to actually desire you. The same way you can vividly recall desiring them. This person is disconnected from their feeling, their intuition, specifically the High Priestess with the Five of Pentacles. As it relates to their physical energy, the Five of Pentacles, their sexual energy, they've kind of lost that innate feeling about sexual drive, which is literally the damn near translation. The High Priestess, this is our innate feeling, it's our internal GPS system. As it relates to our sexual energy, we don't have that drive. So somebody has turned their sexuality into a performance act. Knight of Swords. I take care of business. I know when to go in for action. I know. And I can see why. I can see why, honey. I can see why. I can see why you want more of the affection piece and the natural warmth. You know? It's tied so strongly to your love energy, they're one and the same. So when one part of that gets rejected, it feels like the other is too. And I can see why. You want more of those deep, little, satisfactory moments that add up to a lot. It's not a lot at all. Those looks, those touches, those little whispers, the sweet, stupid things we say to our person. Is that really asking for so much? The answer is no. I just want you to know it's not really coming from you. I see a reaction to it, but it's not coming from you. Your energy is remarkably open and available to this person. The only thing I can accuse you of at all is having this idea that that person's sexual energy is mine, and I claim it and I own it. It's sometimes it's a little sharp. They could literally be a Gemini. It may not be the Lover's connection. It could literally be Gemini. We also have Capricorn here. The reason why it's coming across so strongly as Gemini is just that Ace of Swords is on top of them. Okay, but that's whatever, regardless. It's so we can't own somebody's sexual energy, but we should be able to find ourselves in it, especially when we understand that's our person. We should be able to find ourselves in that person emotionally, sexually, mentally. And it doesn't always come across that way. Okay? Sometimes it can feel a little sharp, right? But we still understand fundamentally this is our person. Anyway, this is why they come across as, again, that kind of Russian energy. I got a job to do. You can't say I don't satisfy you. I'm doing my part. And this is why they themselves are emotionally disconnected from their sexual energy, their physical energy. I don't know why. But they still say they take action towards you. And I'm sure that they do, and it's been like this a long time, Seven of Pentacles underlying. It's just it. You don't want them to be reactive. You don't want them to see you as job performance. You want them to want you. I agree with you. We all want to be wanted. You know, none of us wants to be treated like a job. Even if it is called a blowjob. Oh, isn't it funny the things we call, the way we assign things, the way we label things, the names we give to things. Humans are so silly. But despite the fact that it's got job in the title, you don't want to feel like a job. You want to be wanted. And it's not like, oh, it's that time of the week, or oh, it's that time of the month for some of you. Yeah, it could be. With that kind of energy. Someone who's innately disconnected from their own physical sense of pleasure. Yours, I don't contest at all. Yours is on fucking point. Your love is your passion is your love. I have no confusion about this. The Three of Swords is crossing you. It's literally something's causing you pain. I've got partial sun, obscured by a lot of clouds, regret, pain on the emotional level, therefore your sexual level. Because for the Leo I'm looking at, they're literally tied. So when you are rejected emotionally, you're not feeling so hot sexually. And when you are rejected sexually, you don't feel so good emotionally. Do you see the connection? They're one and the same for you. So while I know this person loves you, I can see it, Two of Cups, we're going to get to that. The way they approach you from a passionate point is not passionate at all. You know this. It's coming from within them. They're broken from their own sexual identity. The opposite of the way you embrace yourself, that's where they're coming from. They're broken from that sexual identity. Cross-watchers, you can be offended if you so choose. If this doesn't resonate with you, then it's not yours. It's that simple. What I'm looking at is very straightforward today. Okay. Just because it says Leo in the title doesn't mean it's for you. So take what resonates, leave it does not. Reverse energies as it applies. What may not resonate today might resonate how many years from now or how many years ago. That's why I switched to Timeless Tarot. I gave up on dates because it was fucking stupid. Okay. The Two of Cups, sexual energy. Most tarot readers on YouTube just give dates to make things easier in terms of categorizing and just kind of keeping the data going in line. Okay, it makes viewers easier to understand what they're looking at because of the frequency we put these out. But honestly, all tarot ultimately is timeless. Their Two of Cups energy, their sexual energy towards you comes from a place of love. Show me that Two of Cups, please. This person's not in tune with their sexual energy the way you are, honey. The Empress. Okay. So they have a strong respect for you. Okay, narrow it down. Show me that sexual energy towards. Yes, I understand that they have a strong sense of you're their person and it comes from love. It's just they seem to be broken from their own Three of Swords. They're aware that it's causing you pain. They know. They think very well of you. They think very highly of you as the Empress. They have love for you, Two of Cups. It's a very simple I love you, you love me system. You can't get more simple than the Two of Cups. It's not as complex as the Six, okay, but still it's love. And they see a lot in you. They understand you're the person, the Empress, but they also understand that Three of Swords is crossing you. They understand that you're in pain. But they're not coming from a place where they can give you more of their own natural sexual energy because they themselves are disconnected from it. You understand? You can't give what you don't feel. This person literally is out of touch with their sexual energy, particularly where it stems from on the emotional level. In other words, they don't seem to be equating their sexual energy from love. Okay? It's like, I'm just not feeling it. I love you, but I'm not feeling it. See what I'm saying? Whereas when you feel it, it comes from both your fire and your water simultaneously. So they are aware that this causes you pain. Healing, the Hermit. They'd like to heal the sexual energy. They'd like to make you feel better. And that's going to be hard to do if they're still coming from this internal space of being broken from their own sexual energy. Nine of Wands. See, there's the resistance there to the healing. This is something going on within them. This is something going on within them. I know they love you. And they have a great deal of respect for you. They see you as the Empress or Emperor. Okay? They understand the Three of Swords is attached to your sexual energy. So they keep trying to meet you to heal it with the Hermit, but they keep resisting it simultaneously. So those are contradicting concepts. They recognize the pain within you. And they want to heal the sexual energy, but then they resist it simultaneously. Nine of Wands. In other words, they can't act upon a sexual energy that they don't feel. So this whole, I'm going to try to fix it, but resisting it at the same time, that's a contradiction in terms. This person's sense of brokenness from their own sexual energy, I take action where it counts, whatever our schedule is, once a week, once every other week, once a month, whatever that is, it's not satisfying to you. Because you want them to want you. They can't because part of them is broken from their own sense of desire. This comes from within them. They may not trust sexual energy, they might be very out of tune with it, or they simply do not feel it anymore, especially if you're dealing with somebody who feels like, I'm at a certain age in my life and I just don't give a shit about sexual energy. Or simply the desire is not within them anymore. I don't know. I see them wanting to heal it. They understand it causes you pain, but then they also resist that very healing. Not because they're trying to resist you or put up a fight. It's because they don't feel it. They don't feel it. Like I said, you cannot show what you do not have. I know this person takes action towards you on occasion, but it seems to be lackluster and without desire and without real drive and without real want. Yes, that is correct. Because they're literally broken from that feeling. So I know that they love you. I know, I see it. But the resistance to the healing does not come from just feeling better about the sex. They need to feel better about the sex within themselves. And if they have a poor opinion of it, or they're detached from it, or they're broken from their own sense of sexuality, or they feel they're too old for this. And the only reason I say that is because I have, I got the Hermit here with the Empress. It kind of speaks to someone who might be older but doesn't particularly appreciate the sexual energy anymore. Doesn't have to be. But you do. Very much so. Because like I said, your sexual energy and your love are the same. Okay? Because you still love this person, you still have sexual energy for them. They love you, but where's their sexual energy? They're separated from it. Okay? So I know that they take action towards you on the odd occasion. They understand the situation causes you pain, but they also resist healing it because that would require them to heal themselves. Alright, let's switch it up. Okay. Okay, the Emperor's in your strengths. It's like, I know how to take care of business. You're showing me Knight of Swords? That's nothing. Try being the Emperor. I know how to meet needs, thank you. But also the ability to show remarked restraint as necessary. Which one? Okay. Really? Yes. Okay. The Emperor, please. As strengths. The Emperor, please, as strengths. The Emperor, please, as strengths. The Emperor, please. Okay. Ace of Wands, Ten of Cups. See? Gosh. Yeah, God. I don't know that this is necessarily what you're getting. I just know what you're able to do within the context of your sexual energy. And it's a lot. It's a huge driving force for you. I'm not saying, again, this is why I read sexual tarot. Sex does not dictate a relationship. But you understand it's a cornerstone to your success of a relationship. That is loud and fucking clear to me. You would have to be stupid not to understand that. Okay. You understand a big part of your sexual energy is a healthy, natural cornerstone to a strong sex. I was literally about to say sexful. That's too many S's. I don't think I can pull it off. I don't think I can pull that off smoothly. I don't think I can. I would like to. Sex. I can't. It's not fluid, honey. It's not fluid. But your energy, this is not what you're getting. But it's literally under the marks of your sexual energetic strengths. You understand how, when your energy is on point, when it's focused, and it has something to focus on and someone to focus on, you understand, literally, how your sexual energy plays into a healthy, functioning, strong relationship. You know this. It's like you're measuring up in what you have and what you know should exist. Okay. There's you being Emperor with the passion and the ignition. This is your undisputed symbol, the wand, and the Ten of Cups. I take strength in understanding my sexual energy. And I understand that a healthy sexual relationship means I have a strong, healthy, happy relationship. You understand this? It's under your strengths, but that doesn't mean it's happening. That's the problem. Okay? You have a very strong sense of masculine sexual energy right here. Okay? Because I understand what my sexual energy means to me. I know how it contributes to the happiness of a relationship. I know what I'm able to bring my partner. And what I would like to experience from them too. And thus we create the Ten of Cups. I told you, your water and your fire are not separated. You have a strong idea. You have a strong idea that happiness in a relationship means healthy sexual energy. In other words, you know this. That's where you would like it to be. That's where you would like it to be. Show me the Six of Pentacles. The balance isn't balanced. That's why it's in obstacles. It's in direct opposition to obstacles. The balance. I see it. You want to be wanted and not just being taken care of like a job or a business or some sort of obligation. I have to admit their energy is coming across to me as a rough transaction. I see that. Nobody wants to be treated that way. Nobody should be made to feel that way in a relationship. I agree with you. It's like, oh, okay, well, I guess it's that night. I got to do my bit. Nobody wants to be treated or felt like a bit. You know this. If my sexual needs are being met, there's nothing I can't do, because the stronger the sexual energy between me and my person, I can do anything. Right? Very, like I said, masculine energy doesn't have to be. Could be that you just have a very strong understanding of your sexual drives, which again, that's a good thing. You need to know that about yourself. And it's like, when my needs are being met, I'm fucking unstoppable, man. When somebody wants me and I know it, there's nothing I can't do. I have the biggest feelings of love. I stand 10 feet tall. I'm ignited. I'm lit up. I want to go out there and conquer, knowing what it is I have to come home to. It's beautiful. And I completely agree with you. Your sexual energy comes from a very good place, Leo, honey. Yeah, there's a little bit of possessiveness back here, but it's kind of like an ID. I know this person's sexual energy in and out. I know their emotional energy in and out, and sometimes it can get cold, but they're my person. Those are mine. That's mine. That's my sexual energy. That's my emotional energy over there. You know, I got it. The Six of Pentacles, I don't like that being in the obstacles because, yes, the implication is imbalance. It's not balanced. Show me, nope. Show me that Six of Pentacles, please. Three of Swords, that pain over Three of Swords 3 times. This is the continued source of pain. The sexual energy is not balanced. No shit. You know it and feel it distinctly. When you are emotionally or sexually rejected, it affects the other side. They themselves reject sexuality within their own feeling. They continue to push it off. They don't know how to heal that aspect of themselves, and if they don't know how to heal it, okay, fine. But they recognize the pain in you. But I promise you, it's not really about you. It's about what they don't feel inside. And that's not for you to correct or fix. Okay? This is something they have to work through, if at all. A lot of people, when they don't feel their sexual energy at all, they don't really see it's a problem. They just don't feel it. And in order to feel it again, you have to be inclined to want to heal it, to fix it. And they show active resistance in this. I don't know why they're so disconnected from their sexual energy. But they don't equate it with love. Or a natural sense of healthy, loving expression. Not like you do. This is the source of the pain because it's clearly imbalanced. Sexual energy means a lot to you. Leo I'm looking at says it's literally a cornerstone to a happy, healthy relationship. They're like, yeah, but this is what I have to work with, so. this is a problem. Okay. Like with Tauruses, again, if you have Taurus in your chart, you might check this out. The Knight of Wands should not be under obstacles. Ever. Non-sexual tarot. This is a problem. This is the source of the pain. Lack of passion. It is not balanced. Correct. I don't want to see this tarot. I don't want to see this card in obstacles for sexual energy. Ever. It speaks volumes. There's that Nine of Wands underlying resistance. Yeah, I see they resist the sexual energy. And that's not a fault. If they don't feel it, they don't feel it. Okay? We can't make somebody feel what they do not. And you can't make someone act with what they do not feel. Okay? The question is, does this connection meet your strengths? Does this meet your idea of a relationship? And I'm sorry they're so disconnected. And I'm sorry the sexual energy is so imbalanced. Because you're right. A happy sexual relationship means a happy, healthy relationship. At least to the Leo I'm looking at. You don't separate the two. It's a cornerstone to the existence, and I completely 100% agree with you. One sexual expression towards their person. This is not some rando. This is not someone you met 2 weeks ago. I'm seeing an established relationship here, so let's make that clear. When you're in an established relationship, your sexual energy expression speaks volumes about the healthiness of the relationship. I agree. Question is, what's going to happen? What are we going to do to fix this? It's very imbalanced. Two of Wands discussion. Yeah, I agree. There needs to be a discussion. Show me the Two of Wands, please. Show me that Two of Wands, please. Show me that Two of Wands, please. Oh, I'm hungry. Oh, when am I not, though? Strength, that's you. Strength, that's you. Your energy's here. What are we doing? Are we talking, deciding? What are we doing? Are we talking, deciding? What are we doing? Temperance. We want to talk openly about really healing the issue. Like really getting in there. You're showing the strength of fortitude to have an open discussion about healing. Temperance. A real discussion of healing. What the real issue is. Really getting in there and discussing options. Discussing options, please. About where this is coming from. Why? How do we fix this? Do you want to? What are you feeling? What are you experiencing? What are you experiencing when we have our sexual energy? What's going on there? How do you feel the exchange? You know, and if it's coming across as blocking, Nine of Wands, it's not a problem, Leo. It's not a problem, Leo. It's not a problem, Leo. Then you know it's a problem. And again, I'm glad you're openly discussing this. And again, I'm glad you're coming from a place of strength and fortitude and wanting to heal. And also exercising options. We're talking about talking out loud. So there is a good chance you two could very well go into couples counseling, okay? Where the main topic here is the sexual expression, the sexual energy, because you have very strong ideas of what constitutes a long-term, happy, healthy relationship, and sexuality is part of that. And if that's true for you, that needs to come out more, that discussion. You can't just take it for granted that the other person knows. And if this is something we've always shied away from, yeah, I know I should fix it, but, you know... Here's a blowjob for this week, Leo. That'll tide you over. That's not really fixing it. That's still resistance of the issue. The way you two approach your sexual energies is completely different. So, yes, we're going to open up, talk about healing, and we're going to exercise our options in that discussion, because obviously it means a lot to you. Five of Swords, where's this coming from? Where's this coming from, please? Knight of Swords. Yeah, okay. I don't like that. Real talk, this person pulled up Knight of Swords and Nine of Wands twice. Then it's going back to them. And Five of Swords. The resistance they show just sets themselves up for failure. Okay, they kind of have a weird compromise with their energy. They think that when they do show you some of their sexual energy, that it somehow compensates. This is self-sabotage. I don't think they're aware that they're doing this, that they keep, and they have repetitive behavior here. Nine of Wands is chronic. Keep doing the same thing over and over again, but the results have not changed. So when they engage with you sexually, you can feel their kind of coldness, their kind of detachment. The detachment is there, right? It doesn't mean the same thing to them as it does to you. Clearly, again, the imbalance under the obstacles is very present. It's the source of the pain which has arrived 3 times. 3 swords 3 times. You both of you understand to some extent what is going on. You more so. The only element here that they're missing is really accepting that there's an issue at all, because their own Knight of Swords confuses them. When they think they take some sort of action towards you, it's proof that they still have sexual energy. No. No. This is self-sabotage. That occasional sexual encounter they have with you, be it a blowjob or sex, whatever it is, and it's not very often. It's not. They really do think from a kind of self-sabotaging way that it's still proof that they have sexual energy towards you. Not when it's a performance. It's not. Resistance to the real issue. Resistance to healing. And I am tying this back to them because their energetic ID has already smacked of the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Wands, the 5 of Swords. So now I'm digging in deeper on this person, and they're displaying to me 5 energy. Not great. It's one thing when we're disconnected from our own sexual energy because we're not feeling it. Okay? But they understand it's still important to you. What are they doing about it? Well, they occasionally show you some sexual expression. It's detached, and it doesn't have the depth and the warmth that you want, but they occasionally throw it your way. They understand it hurts you to some extent. I don't think that they've spoken this out loud, but they acknowledge that in your energy, it doesn't please you. They say they're working on it, but then they resist it. In other words, they resist getting to the real heart of the matter. Okay? So one of the things that reinforces the resistance is this idea of whatever it is I throw Leo their way, it's enough. It's enough compensation. It shows that I'm still invested. Is there love here? Yes. But are they detached from the sexual energy? Very much so. Do they think what they give you is enough for compensation? They actually do, but the fact that they think of their sexual energy as compensation, here's enough to get by, that's self-sabotage. And that's what keeps this person from truly healing in their sexual energy within themselves, and then of course in the greater extent, you and your relationship. They have to understand something's off within themselves first, before they can even begin to heal anything else. But so long as they keep throwing that Knight of Swords at you, see, I take action, it just reinforces the main problem. And it kind of keeps them in that space of being detached from their own sexual feeling. In other words, it's not legit. I know they throw something your way and it kind of eases the tension a little bit, but then they go back into that pattern of there's no sexual engagement for weeks at a time, possibly months. I don't know how long this has been going on, but it's long enough. So please be aware that whenever they throw you that Knight of Swords, they get in there, they take that action, it's that time of week, it's that time of month, it contributes to the self-sabotage that they're doing enough or that their sexual energy is still there. Oh, I'm not broken from my sexual energy. Leo, what the are you talking about? I'm not disconnected from my sexual energy. Look, I just gave you a blowjob last week. What do you call that? See what I'm saying? If it really wasn't a problem, you wouldn't be feeling like this. So yeah, we need to have a real discussion here, Leo. You and your person need to have a real discussion. Talk about options, talk about healing, and we need to do this with strength. That tells me you've put this off. I need you to dig deeper on this energy that says, look, I am never so good and so in command and so on point and so standing in my power as when I understand a happy relationship has some sort of real sexual energy behind it. One that's there and accounted for, and I can expect it and I can rely on it. The Emperor has to rely. I can rely on that sexual energy for being true and passionate and coming from a good place. Not just you trying to throw me a bone. No pun intended. Okay, I'm an emperor. I don't need to have bones thrown at me. I want this to come from a real, genuine place, and I know it. I know this leads, in my experience, to successful relationship. So don't sit there and tell me that Knight of Swords is good enough, because it's not. Something's not right. Now again, I'm not telling you to force your person to get in touch with their sexual energy. You can't do that. No one can. But you do need to have a realistic conversation with your person about healing, options, what sexual energy means to you and the relationship overall. How do they think sexual energy contributes to their life and the relationship? And I can tell you now, man, this person throws up some serious roadblocks in terms of getting real traction, because there's a big part of their mind and sexual energy that's in denial. Okay? And that's going to happen when somebody is disconnected from their sexual energy and they don't know how to admit it. Okay? What happens after this, I do not know, but you two need to have a really good conversation about your emotional energies, your sexual energies. How do they experience it? How do you experience it? How does it contribute to the relationship? Okay? Because this whole, well, I understand, you know, that person's sexual energy and I know it's mine. It's not always the smoothest. It's not always the easiest. Sometimes it's a little cold, but I understand that I'm sure it coasted on that energy for a long time, but now that we're in reality here and so much time has gone by in this way, this isn't cutting it. Okay, we want a healthier, easier form of expression, not just this understanding that, oh, it's mine. It's not enough. Oh, it's mine isn't enough when you're not experiencing it. Okay? Is there anything else here in longer term? Is there anything else here, please, in longer term with this connection? All I can see is short term. A willingness to talk and fully engage on all cylinders about options and healing. Nine of Pentacles. What is this? Getting perspective on individual sexual energy and what it means to the person, what it means to the self, and how it contributes to the self of the person. The building blocks of our structure, that's what we need to talk about. What we've been feeling, okay? How do we each feel as an individual? Where do we feel like we're holding back, okay? Can we appreciate ourselves as individuals and what we can contribute to this relationship? You have your own perspective. I have my perspective. This is exactly what we need to talk about. Okay. Can they get back in touch with their sexual energy way that's comfortable and fluid? Because you love this person. And you've got partial sun, like I said, but you also have a pain attached to this. And by far, the sexual energy is out of balance. So I'm not seeing anything long-term conclusive. I'm not. This is just a conversation that needs to happen. Okay? Okay. Like I said, this isn't for Leo and whoever they met 2 weeks ago. This obviously goes well beyond that. Let me know if you're dealing with Pisces. Don't have to be. Okay. Is there anything else in here, please? Is there anything else in here, please? In terms of, let's do some time checks. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not saying anything. I'm not. I just see a conversation needs to happen, and you two need to literally exchange perspectives about what sexual energy means to you, how it affects you emotionally, what they experience. Expect some pushback, possibly some denial energy. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. See, look. What? We have our sex. I take care of business. Where's that feeling coming from? Do you feel good about it? Do I turn you on? Do you feel like you're turning me on? You know? Or do you just feel like I'm a job you got to take care of? Big difference, right? You know, like I said, you want to be wanted. You don't want to be treated like a job. Nobody does. For some of you, less than a week when I'm having that conversation. Or now in July. Yeah, we need to have this critical conversation. I can't seem to see past your energy. And then, like I said, for some of you less than a week, and expect resistance. The 7th might be important, the 9th, and when we add those two up, since they're both matching sweet mates, that would be 16. The 16th might be important, then we have 16, that goes back to 7. So 7, 9, 16th of this month in particular might have some critical conversations, but do please expect resistance, especially if this person is used to seeing their sexual energy as a one-way street. They're not comfortable with it, they abandon it, they disengage from it. The love is still here, but for some reason, that sexual energy, they don't like getting anywhere near it. They're not comfortable with it. And that's what happens when we're broken from our sexuality. Okay. Ooh, they don't like to talk about it at all. It might be a point of insecurity for this person. Very strong sense of insecurity. They're not comfortable talking about it. Why is this such a strong sense of insecurity? Why did they strong sense of abandoning that sexual energy, but I still do my job. It just doesn't come from a loving place, and it most certainly doesn't come from a passionate place. In other words, they don't feel it. Again, you can't force someone to feel what they don't feel. So where is that coming from? Why are they so disconnected from their sexual energy? Why are they just giving up on it? Why do they just abandon it? And then they treat you like a job as a result. And nobody wants to feel that way. And I'm sure you don't want this person to feel that way either. So again, we need to have a realistic conversation here. Okay, the 15th might be important. Also, again, heavy Capricorn energy here. Gemini, like I said. I saw some Pisces. You might be dealing with fellow Leo. We have some Aries here. I saw that Aries energy as being more internal to you, but, you know. 3 of Pentacles, this kind of loose working structure we have of cooperative friendship, not cutting the mustard. It's not working. I agree. The 3rd might be important. There you are. Underlying how unhappy you've been. This is one of the things you need to talk about because things haven't changed or shifted in a long time. Okay? All right, I got you. So this working friendship thing, it's not. You know, nobody, no. But we can work on this together. But it does require facing our insecurities and fears. Double aces. I'm telling you, this shit's happening now. It's happening now while we're in Cancer season, transitioning into Leo season. This conversation is happening. Okay, and it needs to. Good. Let it happen. I'm glad I'm not seeing projected timelines. I want to see this happen now. And that would also explain, while it's all I can see on the immediate upfront, is you having a realistic conversation with your person about love, sexuality, what it means to you, what it means to them, and what it means to the two of you together. Expect resistance on their part, especially if they've gotten used to engaging in this behavior pattern where they come in, they take care of business, and then their sexual energy's out again. They come in, they take care of business, then their sexual... See, everything's fine. Everything's fine. I did my sexual healing. Well, where's the passion behind it? Where's the authenticity behind it? It's not. It's broken. It's disengaged. It's like they abandon their own sexual energy. They say they're healing it and then they resist it simultaneously. Clearly, it's imbalanced, and this is the source of the pain. Right here is that passion. You want the authentic passion. You want to be wanted. You understand that your sexual energy contributes strong sense of it's not about frequency, Leo. It's not about frequency. It's not about how often. It's about the quality of the thing, yeah? And it's about the quality of the thing. Is your energy being met? You want to be wanted. So I don't even know if it's a frequency issue so much as the quality. The quality of sexual experience as it ties back to love. Okay? But yes, this conversation needs to happen now. Expect resistance, realistically. That's what they're used to. If that's how they treat sex, you can expect that's how they're going to treat the conversation. You cannot force this person to feel what they don't, and you cannot make this person to act in ways that they do not. You already know this. But at the end of these conversations about healing and options, you need to start thinking about what's going to happen next. Because I can't see what's going to happen next. I don't. I would tell you. But I do hope there's improvement. I don't care for this energy at all. This person's very much in denial about the separation of their sexual energy and why they act the way they do, what their motivation is. I know they have a high regard for you. They also know that you're in pain. So that concerns me, that they understand that this is a point of pain for you, and they don't really show me any real strides in healing the very thing that causes the pain. That's my concern. When we understand we're hurting somebody, but we don't do anything to change the hurt. So again, you can't force this person to feel what they don't, and you can't force them to act in ways they do not. That would also run contrary to healing. So what are they doing about it? Can you help them in that? If they actually want real help and assistance in this. And if not, if things continue on as they are, what is acceptable to you? What can you compromise? And should you? If you understand this to be a cornerstone to the relationship energy, and you're not getting it, what then? Okay? You need to have this discussion with your person. All right. I think I've given you enough to, and that's if you resonate. You have beautiful sexual energy. What you understand, how it contributes, what you're able to do in it, what it does for you. You have a very strong sense of what your sexual energy does for you and how it contributes to your relationship. Your person, no. Not at all. So you two, sexually speaking, do not match. So I hope that you two, I want you to get here. If this is what you understand to be true, then this is what I want for you. And if this is what you want for you, you need to understand realistically if that's going to happen with this person. Okay? I think it's going to depend on their willingness to heal, like really heal. Not just this idea of I occasionally take care of business, problem solved, and then they resist doing any real work. No. I mean, I'm talking about real healing. You two need to have that conversation. Oh, I told you. For some of you, it's not the lover's connection at all. It is just straight up Gemini. For some of you, you're just dealing with straight up Gemini. Okay, I'm not trying to call Gemini out or be rude. It's just sometimes it has nothing to do with the interpretation of the card. It is sometimes literally that power sign. That's it. For some of you, you are literally dealing with Gemini. Then we have Gemini. I just keep 2 G's. Fuck off. I'm telling you, 2 G's, Gemini. Some of y'all dealing with Gemini. Okay, I'm just okay. Some of you, your person is straight up Gemini. We have Capricorn here. I also got the medallion for Capricorn. Oh my. Double Gemini, double Capricorn. Dollar bill. Okay, that's of course Earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. You might have some of those placements in your chart. Excuse me, there might be some finances that come into play with this. If that's the case, then that's conditional sexual energy, and fuck that. I'm not a fan of that. That's for some of you, not all of you. I don't see that as being the main gig here. This person did show 5 of Pentacles, but it's as relates to their sexual energy. But if anyone is withholding their sexual energy because they don't feel financially secure or there's some sort of monetary thing involved, fuck that. That's called conditional sexual energy. No. We don't do that. I don't. Well, when times are good, we're screwing. When times aren't so good, or I don't have as much security as I want, that's conditional sexual energy. Yes, money makes things easier in relationships, but that should not be the basis for sexual expression ever. Ever. Gecko, Aries, Leo, Sag, which I saw strongly already for you, and then S. 2 G's, Gemini. Double Gemini, double Capricorn, 2 G's, and an S. Jesus. Two T's. Okay. I, Y, and Camel, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, but I'm taking this as the interpretation of the reservation or conservation of one's sexual energy. I see that. Again, you cannot make them feel what they do not feel. You cannot force them to do what they do not want to do. It's just that doesn't mean that this is acceptable either. Works both ways. If you choose to accept this person's energy and they choose to not make changes and they choose not to open up and have a realistic conversation and heal, you don't have to accept this either. You have a very strong idea of how your sexual energy should be supported and thus thrive within a relationship that is healthy. Okay? And you want that for them too. So if they're not experiencing that with you, you see what I'm saying? Because this is a two-way street. It's not just what you want to experience for yourself, it's what you want the other person to experience too. Ten of Cups is never a one-way street, honey. That takes two people. Okay? You want this for yourself. You want this for the person you're connected with. These are your goals in sexual energy as well as relationship. So if they're not feeling that, and they don't see it that way, they don't experience it that way, what are you going to do? They are who they are. And you can't make them level up, you can't make them heal, and you can't make them get in touch with their sexual energy. I hope that they try. I really do. And I mean really try, not this half-assed effort of, I give you some sex, and then I back off for weeks or months at a time. That's not healing. But I know that they do it, and I know they repeat it. Nine of Wands is marked on them twice with the Knight of Swords. I know this is literally a repetitive action. And it comes from the Five of Swords. It is self-sabotage. They set themselves up for failure with this kind of MO pattern. Did I make that clear? So you can't force them to fix their sexual energy, but that doesn't mean you have to accept it. You're not at the circus. Don't accept peanuts. I used to say that all the time. I'm going to bring it back. Okay, Leo, I hope this... Okay. Okay. Oh, my throat. There's something in here. The situation will improve. Okay. Remain positive. I have two different advices for two different Leos, I believe. The situation will improve for some of you, pending that conversation. Realistic, and I mean a real conversation. I don't mean arguing. I don't mean back and forth. I don't mean bickering. I don't mean bullshit. I mean a real, frank, open discussion with your energy here initiating it. Let's make that clear. It's you initiating this conversation, not the other person. Because your energy is here with the goodwill and confidence of Temperance to examine the cups, see what's going on. You talk about what you experience, what you expect, what you feel constitutes a strong, healthy relationship that is both loving and sexual. What do they experience realistically? And again, expect pushback. This person's used to operating and thinking in a certain way, and it's not like they're trying to make themselves out to be a bad guy. It's just what they got used to over time. The more disconnected and abandoned they felt within their sexual energy that they kind of broke away from over time, they developed certain behavior patterns around it to compensate for it in the relationship. You understand? So they got time to build up that Nine of Wands. They had time to build up that Five of Swords. They had time to build up the Knights of Swords and the Five of Swords and all that. So you're going to have to be forthright and honest, and hopefully they can match you in that vibrancy or that frequency of honesty. But some of you, on that premise, the situation will improve. For others of you, you will choose a new direction. Okay? Yes, your energy was already marked with the Ace, so I can't say that's not a potential. Perfect timing. Ha 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 ha. Aha. Aha. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. The timing is now. As I saw in your time checks, the timing is now to have this conversation because it's going like this. Your energy is going like this. It's fork-tailing. That's why I can't see anything past your immediate future. Everything is depending on this fucking conversation, bro. Sis. Everything is depending on this conversation. It is fork-tailing, the energy. It will either improve, and I'm talking real improvement, not just them reacting out of fear, not just them reacting to you sexually out of fear, none of the blocking shit. I mean, you get real feedback that they are trying to improve, they're trying to change, they're trying to get back in touch with their sexual energy and try to meet you, not because they're forcing themselves, because they want you. Not just reacting out of fear, but because they want to. Big fucking difference. And you know this. You know it. It's in your energy already. And for others of you, based on resistance, unwillingness to talk honestly, unwillingness to heal, unwillingness to see the sexual energy and the relationship energy for what it is and trying to improve on it and so on and so forth, your energy is going like this. You'll be choosing a different direction. The timing is nigh. Perfect timing. Now is the time. Take advantage of it. That's what I saw across the board for you on your time checks. The timing is now. Now is the time. Especially while we're in Cancer and then transition into Leo season, this is the perfect time for that. Yes. Absolutely. Use both. I'm not saying this will be a conversation that unrolls itself and will have a perfect outcome in one sit. But yeah, this is nothing that can't be worked out over a period of days, weeks. And realistically speaking, you should know where you two stand in a month or so. Okay? Because for some of you, yes, I told you. Some of you, you are choosing a new direction. There's something better. But the timing is now. Use it to your advantage. For some of you, straight up, the answer is no. This doesn't feel like you. It doesn't feel like you. As soon as I pulled it, I knew it wasn't your energy. It's them. I say no. Peaceful resolution for some of you. Yes, look for a sign. Forgiveness. Some of you you're going to have to forgive this for what it is. I'm so sorry. But others of you, yes, some of you will find resolution with this person. The timing is perfect to do so. Others of you will choose a new direction because there is something else. But yes, there's a lot of resistance from their energy. Leo, I hope this helped you. Put it in the comments as you see fit. And like I said, if intimate tarot, sexual energy is not of use to you, your career tarot is out today, and then we'll resume the general love readings next round. Okay? Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.